So the zombies community is getting super tense right now with Lex being called out for his shitty content and the past things he's done. We're not talking like 10 years ago when everyone said something bad or along the lines of gamer words, but as recently as 2021.
There have been claims of him, quote-unquote, holding up the zombies community, which is a load of shit, especially not with what's come out of the woodworks.
And no, Lex, you cannot react to this video. If you do, we will send a strike your way, just saying.
Yesterday, Renzaru had a video up discussing the situation between him and Lex. It got taken down either on Ren's end or Lex struck it down. Renzaru criticized Lex for his content and how he's just stealing from others, and when he does ask for consent to react to a video, it's like shooting yourself in the foot. Why would I go to the original video if I can see some blonde guy react to it in its entirety? Which is not fair use, by the way.
Nobody really likes Lex from what we've seen. They either just acknowledge he exists or just another body to play with. You won't see Tim or Crazy Rabbit call him out, that's for sure.
On top of that, a creator by the name of FPSP Psycho is a highly rated mod in Lex's streams, so when Lex gets criticized, he has to be some white knight and debunk whatever is said about it. AKA FPS is some coward who can't call out someone who's done and is doing terrible things. If you want specifics, Lex had a bot which kept track the rate of trans suicides, and he fired it in December of 2021. Why would he even have that in his server, when his fans would clearly see it and get disturbed by it? Religion or not, that's horrible.
He recently made a swastika joke on his Twitter, and before someone tries to defend him, this is not Photoshop. He still has it on his Twitter right now.
We are not going to show a lick of Lex's footage for anything since he'd just go on a copyright strike spree. It's one thing to call it alleged, but when there's evidence out there to point out what you've done, it's kind of hard to hide it.
We also have this when it comes to evidence. Whenever he apologizes for something, it's pretty much not sincere, especially with this DM from a conversation he had.
It's probably why we don't see Lex playing with Tim or Rabbit recently, or at least not what I have seen. They must have seen what's been going on and they want to distance themselves from any drama that could draw them in. FPS Psycho is not a bad person. We're not trying to make him look bad, but when you try to cover up for somebody that has a bot that counts horrible shit like that on a server as his religion, that's not cool. We may have called him a coward, but I don't think he wants to speak out so he doesn't lose his position in Lex's Discord and streams.
Lex, we get it. You don't like to be criticized, and you are probably just going through some shit, but instead of being the next lolcow in the YouTube hemisphere, think with your head.
If Lex strikes this video down, then we know he is going on the offensive. Just take some time and explain yourself and genuinely apologize for what you've done. If you continue down the path of copyright abuse and false takedowns, then eventually you will lose your following and potentially get in trouble for being a false flagger. You know, YouTube doesn't like when people do that, and you'll learn the hard way if you attack people.
We could go on for longer about doing the right thing and all, but I think we got the point across. Again, think before you do shit, Lex. This just in, Mr. T Lexify monetized his fucking Twitch apology claiming he couldn't turn off ads, but you fucking can. It was also clearly pre-recorded and his mods were going on full damage control, with one being a hypocrite and saying he forgot to turn them off when he initially stated that he couldn't. Fuck's sakes, F-tier apology.